The following segment is sponsored by the Utah Pork Producers.
Welcome everybody to the kitchen. I'm always looking for new things to add onto my Thanksgiving table, and this is definitely one I'm going to do. It's so easy to put together, and you remember that delicious stuffing that I made yesterday? I'm going to use it in today's recipe. And I wanted to tell you the key to this stuffing actually was the rosemary. I couldn't believe it. That really made the difference in it. To it, I have the stuffing, I have some dried cranberries and apples, and I'm going to just mix that all together so that it is combined. Now this is going to be the stuffing for the pork loin. I just have a regular pork loin here. I'm going to take it and butterfly it and essentially just fillet it open. I don't want to cut all the way through, just enough so that I can lay it open flat in front of me. And so if you need to make a few more cuts, you can do that. It's just up to you. Just cut it enough to actually be able to lay in open in front of you. Just use your knife, get down in there, fillet that open. And if you need to, you can cut a few little slits in here to help it lie down just a little bit easier. And now what we're going to do is to take just some seasoning. And I gave you a recipe for seasoning with garlic powder and onion powder and pepper and paprika and smoked paprika that is just like this one. So I've seasoned the inside. Now we're going to take the stuffing and just kind of press this down on there. And so once you get all of that in there, what I'm going to do is to roll it up and tie it. And the important thing whenever you're cooking meats in general is thermometer, cooking to temperature, not to time, because meats cook differently sometimes. And so if you learn how to cook to temperatures, you're never going to have a dry cut of meat that you won't enjoy. I'll explain more of that and show you how to tie up this pork loin when we come back and finish it all up.
All right, you excited for this one, Ron?
I am, as a matter of fact.
I am too. We're looking forward to it, Chef.
All right, we'll see.
The following segment is sponsored by the Utah Pork Producers.
Well, welcome everybody. This segment is sponsored by the Utah Pork Council here. So it's a wonderful, delicious idea. And I seriously am going to add this to my turkey Thanksgiving table, because what a delicious dish to put on there. I've taken this one out of the oven. It's sat already. I've unwrapped the coil, the string around it, which I actually, as you can see, once you get it rolled up, you're going to wrap it up with the kitchen twine so it holds together. Stick that thermometer in the thickest part of the meat, and you're going to cook it 350 degrees until that thermometer reads about 138 degrees, 140 degrees. Take it out, let it sit for about 5, 10, 15 minutes. Carryover temperature will take that to 145 degrees, where it is perfect temperature and is going to be so good. Now this, I'm just going to slice down. Since the edges there are never the prettiest, I'll set that aside. And those are the ones the chefs generally eat in the kitchen, believe it or not. You wonder why chefs are never as hungry when they are cooking something. Well, it's because we eat those kind of pieces to the sides that nobody else would want, okay? And so just cut those off. You can make your favorite gravy to go on there, however you want to do it. I'm serving it with some roasted potatoes and Brussels sprouts. So very, very simple to do, and you can see how beautiful, and who wouldn't just love that at the dinner table. Take your seasoning, the remainder of it, you're going to sprinkle on the outside of it into a 350-degree oven. It takes about 25-30 minutes for it to hit temperature in there. Now the recipe, you can go to KUTV.com, grab the recipe. You can also go to my website, cookingwithchefbryan.com, and always remember to keep pork on your fork. And what a great idea for Thanksgiving.
That looks wonderful.
Pork loin.
Ron's angling for several slices, so you got to make sure we divvy these up evenly, Chef.
Okay.